Hello guys, it's Rachel. What's up? Welcome back. I hope you've all been having a great holiday season so far. Today we are making some adorable miniature gingerbread houses. These are just so cute. I think this is so much more fun than making one big gingerbread house, because if you're gonna make like one big one, you really have to commit to one design style, and I don't have that level of decisiveness. I like to make 10 different ones and just see which one is my favorite. And this video is also extra special because it is in partnership with C&H Sugar. So thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video and collaborating with me on this. I was so excited when they reached out. I've been using C&H Sugar for literally as long as I can remember. And so when they invited me to use some of their brown sugar products, I was like, yes, I am sold. And if you haven't heard of C&H Sugar, there's a good chance you've probably heard of Domino Sugar. And Domino Sugar is just their sister brand. So if you live on the East Coast, you probably know Domino Sugar. But if you live on the West Coast like I do, you've probably heard of C&H. And today we're gonna be using their dark brown sugar, which has a really nice, rich, deep molasses-y flavor. But if you're making something like cookies or brownies, then the light brown sugar is perfect. It's got a nice nutty, caramelly flavor that is so good. And it makes your cookies and brownies really chewy too. Overall, both of those are perfect for your holiday baking. So once again, huge shout out and thank you to them. I am beyond excited to be working with them on this video. And before we get started, make sure you tap that subscribe button and turn on those notifications as well. And now, without further ado, let's hop right into it. To start off, in a large bowl, you'll need 1 stick of nice soft butter, and then we're gonna add in 3/4 cups of our dark brown sugar. Again, this is super molasses-y and rich and deep, and it is the perfect flavor for our cookies. So just go ahead and add that in and mix that until it is nice and light and fluffy. Then you're gonna crack in 1 room temperature egg and add in a 1/3 cup of molasses. Now it really helps to spray your measuring cup with some cooking spray beforehand, and then the molasses will just slide right out. Fortunately, I forgot to do that, so I just used a spatula and scraped it on in there, but it's all good. We made it work, and just go ahead and mix that all through. And check out that color and how fluffy that looks. Incredible. You know they're gonna be good. Then over in a separate bowl, you'll need 2 2/3 cups of flour, along with a teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then onto our spices. Get ready, because there is a lot of these. You'll want to add in 2 teaspoons of ginger, along with a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice. And go ahead and whisk that all through, and this smells incredible. It smells like really fancy potpourri or just the holidays and happiness. It's like if you inhaled Christmas. This is what it would smell like. And then toss about 1/2 of your dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Give it all a blend, add in the rest of your dry ingredients, and just finish up the mixing. And the dough should come together really nicely. This is such a tasty recipe. It's got that perfect level of spice in there where it's really warm and cozy, but it's not like arrestingly festive and like way too gingery. It's perfect. You're gonna love it. Once you have that all ready to go, divide your dough in half, and then for each half of your dough, wrap it up in some plastic wrap and pop that in the fridge. You'll want to let it rest for about an hour, just so it gets nice and firm. In the meantime, you can cut out your gingerbread template. Link for this is down below over on kawaiisweetworld.com, but print it out, snip it up, and set it aside for now. And then we can roll out our cookie dough. So you'll want a nice well-floured surface for this, and then I'll just grab my rolling pin and roll this out until it's about 4 millimeters thick, and then start cutting out your pieces. Now I know it seems a little bit tedious to cut these out, but it actually goes by really fast because it's all just straight sides. So just cut out all of your different pieces and then place them on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Then pop that off into a 350-degree oven for about 7 or 8 minutes. And once they come out of the oven, they'll look like this, and this makes your whole house smell amazing, super festive. Go ahead and let your cookies cool first, and then we can start the decorating. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through a whole house from start to finish, and then feel free to make whatever variations you would like to. So I'll just start off with the roof first, and I'm taking some white royal icing. Recipe is on the blog post, and just piping out some scallops. Then I added on a little cookie heart, frosted that, and then added on some rainbow heart sprinkles. And that is it for the roof. Then for the front part of the house, I piped on a door first, and I filled it in with some pink icing, and then I also piped on some windows. And these are just your classic little crisscross windows that you drew in elementary school, just keeping it simple. Then just because I felt like the door needed more decoration, I just piped a little beaded border on the outside of the door frame, and then I added on some shades to the windows, along with some green sprinkles for some grass. And that is it for the front of the house. For the sides of the house, I just added on some honestly like random patterny bits. We've got some loop-de-loops, we've got some lines, more loops, and then I added on some white heart sprinkles. And then for the back of the house, I just piped on a heart along with some little like curlicues and wavy lines, and basically just like adding on a lot of color and doing some fun designs. And then feel free to mix this up and do whatever variations you would like stick to. I made like a winter wonderland kind of house that was all blue and white. And then if all else fails, a really fun thing to do for the roof is just to spread icing over the whole surface and then just stick on a bunch of sprinkles. And this looks super fun and colorful. And of course, it's really easy. And then I recommend letting all of your icing pieces dry overnight just so you don't have to worry about messing up any of your icing decorations once you're assembling the house. But once they're all dry, just grab some more white royal icing and pipe it on the sides of the back of the house. Pop on the sides, pipe on a little more icing, stick that to the rest of the house, and then pipe on a last little border of icing and stick on the roof. And then of course repeat for both sides. Then to cover up the top, you can pipe on some more royal icing, add on any final details, and then let the icing dry completely. And these also make really great homemade gifts or party favors. Once the icing is dried, just pop it into a cellophane bag, and then I also added in some little mini marshmallows. Then I tied it off with a ribbon, and of course made it nice and curly and everything. And this makes for a really sweet homemade present or party favor. And that is it, guys. That's how easy it is to make these little miniature gingerbread houses. So I hope you guys enjoy. Once again, huge thank you to C&H for sponsoring this video. It's honestly a dream to work with them. I've been using their products for ages and ages, so it was so cool when they reached out. And now without further ado, let's hop into the outro. Alright guys, so that is our miniature gingerbread houses, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if you like this video, make sure you tap that subscribe button. Just click my face right over there. You can check out my last video right down there. The blog post is here, I want to say. And I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all back here very soon. Bye guys!